you, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Okay, y'all, grab your popcorn because today we're spilling all the tea on one of the wildest moments in pop culture history. Yup, we're taking it back to the night Kanye West practically snatched the mic from Taylor Swift at the VMAs, and how, get this, he might have actually saved her from getting on Beyonce's bad side. I know, sounds crazy, right? But baby, this conspiracy just gets messier. And with all the secrets being spilled lately, it's time we dig deep. Let's get into it. All right, let's set the scene. It's 2009 and the VMAs are in full swing. Stars like Beyonce and Lady Gaga are walking in with the most nominations. Duh, because they were dominating the music scene back then. But in a shocking twist, Taylor Swift, little old Taylor with her sweet country vibes, scooped up the award for Best Female Video for her song You Belong With Me over Beyonce's iconic Single Ladies. Yup, that's right. And honey, it was chaos. Taylor steps up to give her speech, probably thinking, wow, this is my moment. But oh no, not so fast, girl. Before she could even get her words out, Kanye West came out of nowhere, snatched the mic, and dropped one of the most infamous lines in award show history. Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'ma let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. I mean, what a moment. The crowd was shook. Taylor was shook. We were all shook. Like, what even just happened? Now, at the time, everyone was quick to label Kanye the villain of the story. He got dragged left and right for being rude, for stealing Taylor's moment, and even got kicked out of the show. Even President Obama called him a jackass. Ouch. Kanye ended up apologizing, and Beyonce later invited Taylor back on stage to finish her speech. A real awe moment, right? Or was it? Some people said that hug Beyonce and Taylor shared was faker than a $3 bill. And y'all, the internet didn't let it slide. But here's where things get juicy. Fast forward to now, and suddenly, people are looking at that moment a whole lot differently. There's this wild conspiracy theory going around that Kanye was actually low-key protecting Taylor that night. Yup, you heard me right, protecting her. See, fans are starting to believe that Kanye's mic grab wasn't just about hyping up Beyonce, it was about distracting her. Why? Because apparently Beyonce doesn't play when it comes to her crown, and Taylor, well, she was a fresh-faced newbie in the industry and had no idea what kind of game she was stepping into. Word on the street is that Kanye's interruption saved Taylor from accidentally shading Beyonce by not thanking her. Yup, you know how celebs love to thank Beyonce in their speeches like she personally wrote their songs or something? Think about it. Taylor was young, new to the fame game, and had no clue that not bowing down to Queen Bee could have made her an enemy. So Kanye swooped in and took the heat. I mean, some fans are even thanking Kanye now for saving Taylor from a major rookie mistake. Who knew? But wait, there's more. This drama didn't just stop in 2009. Fans are now connecting some dots, and what they're finding is pretty wild. Remember how everyone always talks about Beyonce being the queen and how celebs bend over backwards to thank her in their speeches? Like Adele, who straight up broke her Grammy in half just to say, Beyonce, this is for you. Or that time a country singer thanked Beyonce for making a country album when literally no one asked for it. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Well, apparently this goes way deeper than just fandom. Some folks believe there's a whole system in Hollywood designed to keep Beyonce at the top, and anyone who threatens that status, well, let's just say things don't go well for them. Remember Aaliyah? She was IT in the early 2000s. Stunning, talented, and rumored to be Beyonce's biggest competition. But after her tragic and mysterious death, Beyonce's solo career skyrocketed. And now fans are wondering, what really happened there? Because baby, when you start looking at the timeline, it raises some serious questions. Now, I'm not saying Beyonce had anything to do with Aaliyah's death. That would be a whole other level of conspiracy. But what fans are saying is that there seems to be a pattern of powerful women in the industry, particularly Beyonce, who seem to get thanked a whole lot, even when it doesn't make sense. And when Kanye stepped in to interrupt Taylor's speech, he may have been diverting the Queen's attention away from seeing Taylor as a threat. Crazy, right? But with everything coming to light now, it's starting to make a lot of sense. Let's talk about Kanye for a second. We all know he's no stranger to controversy, and over the years, he's been both praised and criticized for his boldness. But what if there was a method to his madness? What if Kanye was playing a bigger game than any of us realized? He's always been one to challenge the norm, and maybe in that moment, he saw something the rest of us didn't. Maybe he knew that Taylor, sweet and naive as she was, had no idea how deep the waters she was wading into were. Maybe Kanye, in his own chaotic way, was actually helping her navigate the shark-infested waters of fame. And y'all, it's 2024 now, and the tea is still hot. Taylor Swift has obviously gone on to become one of the biggest stars in the world. She's broken records, topped charts, and built an army of Swifties that would go to war for her. But Kanye's career, it's been a roller coaster. He's had highs, lows, and everything in between. And yet, after all this time, people are still talking about that moment at the VMAs. Why? Because it was more than just an interruption. It was a defining moment in pop culture that we're still trying to make sense of. And get this, some fans are even suggesting that Beyonce and Kanye have been playing the long game all along. Could it be that this whole drama was staged to keep both of them in the spotlight? I mean, wouldn't be the first time Hollywood pulled some strings behind the scenes. And with all the talk about secret cults and power dynamics in the industry, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think there's more going on here than we realize. So, what do y'all think? Did Kanye actually save Taylor that night? Was Beyoncé secretly pulling the strings? Or is this just one of those moments in pop culture that we'll never fully understand? Let me know in the comments. And as always, stay tuned for more tea because, baby, there's always more where this came from. And don't forget to click here to check out this next juicy video. You won't want to miss it.